Why, hello there. How do you do? Peace. I have never done this live thing before, but I thought I would try it. I am currently staring outside my window and looking at my place of work, which is Meta. Let me see if I can show it to you guys. It's right there. Boop. Inside the train hall. So I thought I would make a little story about why I joined Meta. So I've been a data scientist for a decade now. I worked at various companies. On the side, I've always been passionate about community building, and I've been a part of many organizations in my life, and I've held a number of board seats. It started in San Diego. I was on the board of Interfaith Community Services, which was the largest service provider for the homeless population in San Diego. I also started a chapter of the Sisterhood of Salam Shalom in San Diego with my friend Eliza, where we brought together Muslim and Jewish women. So I was looking for a company that was aligned with my personal mission statement of building community and bringing together people from different walks of life. And Meta's mission statement is to give people the power to build community and bring the world closer together. I think it's a beautiful mission statement and one that I was very excited about when I joined. But the problem is, are we still holding true to our mission statement? And that is where I got into trouble. And I'm currently under investigation at Meta. Hey. I'm stepping outside. It's like very cold. Oh my God, it's so cold. Okay, it was very cold outside. And now we are inside the train hall. So as I was saying, yes, I am currently under investigation by Meta for circulating a letter that asked Meta for acknowledgement of Palestinian lives lost, support for Palestinian colleagues, as well as transparent action for the internal and external censorship on our platforms. All right, my badge still works. So I come into work to get food, to meet people. Let me take the elevator up to the 3rd floor. I'm sitting in the atrium, which is like my favorite place in here. It's very pretty. So, what was the letter about? The letter was about external and internal censorship. External censorship, I wonder how many Meta employees are even aware that U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren sent Mark a letter that was backed by 90 civil rights and human rights organizations detailing and accusing Meta of censorship and asking for transparency and data to prove otherwise. Human Rights Watch also released a 51-page report that was backed by data and highlighting not just recently, but years of Palestine censorship that has been occurring on our platforms. And there have been numerous articles and organizations that have been calling out about the censorship. And so many of us have been hearing about it from our friends and our communities, and we're like, what are we supposed to do? So internally, we have been trying to raise these concerns and these alarms, but there is a rule that you cannot talk about disruptive topics. So anything we post about in regards to Palestine gets taken down. You can't even email about it. You can't hold events about it. If an employee has a family member or friend that was killed, they are allowed to post about it and ask colleagues for prayers and condolences. But if that family member died in Gaza, you cannot post about that because that is a disruptive topic. I once posted this innocent thing about an uplifting message about this hip-hop group for children in Palestine to give them hope. And I posted it in the Palestinians group to try to give them hope in this most difficult time. And that was taken down. I once wrote a very innocent and just a beautiful goodbye post to one of my friends that was leaving this company. Had no mention of Palestine. But I did include a picture of a water bottle with a watermelon on it. The whole post was taken down. So what were we to do? A bunch of us wrote a letter to summarize what so many of us have been experiencing. And I posted it under my internal Google account, and I messaged people of a group that I was an admin of, as well as people that had RSVP'd to a community check-in back on November 10th that was forcibly canceled. Yeah, we're not allowed to have check-ins or vigils here. And started collecting signatures. Once it was out, I got a message saying that this letter violates company rules and then I need to take it down. Sometime shortly after, I received another message saying that I am now getting kicked out of all of my internal systems. I later found out that it took them another couple hours to figure out how to take the letter and the form down and delete it. It had collected about 450 signatures in the half day that it was up. The next day, I get a cryptic text message from somebody in HR that I'd never heard of saying that I am now under investigation. I asked, why? She has no real answers, has barely told me anything. I asked her, hey, so many of us feel unseen, unheard, and unsafe here, and what are we to do? Isn't it within our rights under federal law to organize against working conditions? What's a girl to do? What's a girl to do? So this HR lady in my little text box really has no answers for me. I've asked to speak to someone to explain or understand what's going on, but it's been crickets. It's been almost 3 weeks, and I have no idea what's going on, what I'm under investigation for. Did they forget about me, or are they talking about me? No clue. I am not trying to bring Meta down. I really am not. I really believe in its mission statement and believe in the value that it has brought in giving people voice, in allowing people to be their own bosses and creators and start a business really quickly and its ability to build communities, its ability to show the world what is happening. I just do think that we need to do better. And I have met the most amazing individuals here. I mean, people that are so intelligent and so kind and so purposeful and driven and also want just what is best for the world. Like, truly. And I hope Meta doesn't retaliate against me for speaking up and for standing up for my Palestinian colleagues and for all Palestinians and what is happening in the world right now. I want to continue working here if leadership is willing to work with us to address these issues in a respectful and collaborative and transparent way. My entire goal throughout all this is simply awareness. I just want Meta employees to feel safe in being able to speak up and voice these concerns about what is happening on our platforms and about whether we feel safe and seen and heard at this company, because that is the base for being able to do any change on our platforms and be able to speak up. And I also want all Meta employees to know the extent of the internal and external censorship that is happening so that we can effectively collaborate on addressing all these concerns that the world is talking about. And people say I might sound naive or too kumbaya-ish. That's not how it works in corporate, but I am going to continue to have hope that at the end of the day, there's a lot of us, including leaders, that do have this vision of wanting to do what is best for humanity and wanting to do what is best for the world in all of its communities. And I hope that we can figure out a way to respectfully and collaboratively work together here at Meta to be able to do that.